Alright, so today's video, we're back with TikTok Reacts. Also, we haven't subbed to the YouTuber, all that, do that. That's it, that's all I got. So we have Mixed Freight here first, saying common Overwatch lies players actually believe.
Number 1, he's 1. When someone says an enemy is 1, they more likely mean the enemy is below half health. The correct statement is along the lines of they're actually 1. Number 2, Reapers reload cancel.
So I'm gonna pause for a second here already. The reason why we all say they are 1 is because we want people to shoot at them. And they don't need to be less than 50% HP. They could be at 95% HP. People don't listen to target calls, so at some point in Overwatch, people said, hey, what is the best way to get people to get on the same target as me so we can work as a team? You say they're 1 HP. If you don't say that, everybody else just does their own thing. And even then, they won't get on the target that's 1. And then even if you say they're actually 1, they still don't get on your target. But it's the thought that counts.
Originally, it was thought that once you reload with Reaper and add a melee during the animation, it would allow you to recover faster and shoot quicker than normal reloading. On top is the one with melee, and on the bottom is regular. They're both the same. Number 3, loose.
Wait, people still thought the Reaper reload was a thing? For years, people would be like, why aren't you meleeing on your reloads? I'm like, because it doesn't do anything. There might have been a chance at the beginning of Overwatch 1 where it was actually a thing, but I don't remember like how their animation cancels were back then. But they fixed that a long time ago.
Lucio speeding the push bot.
You can't outrun the god of speed.
Some people believe that Lucio used to and still can amplify the robot's movement, but as you can see by both of these clips, it does not. Number 4.
This one should be clearly obvious. Like that one right there should just be like, you should not be able to speed boost the bot. But you can boop the payload forward? I mean, is that the next one people will come up with?
Having more people on point caps it faster on Flashpoint. The top clip shows a full team on point, while the bottom one shows no one on point. No difference. And number 5, Mei freezing the floor makes her move fast.
Yep, no difference on that too. And I think that's the same on Clash, right? I'm more than positive Clash makes no difference when capping the point. There might be something where like if you have more on the point and you're battling in the middle, it might be able to like bring that. I'd have to do more research, but it's the same thing. In-game timer is at 26 seconds. So at 26 seconds it started. Is it a 15-second cap or is it a... Okay, so we're going to say it was what, a 14-second cap that way? 17? Wait, oh, it's 17? Okay, yeah, that's my math. I was making sure chat was doing the math correctly. None of these are at 17, but that... Okay, so this should in theory be by itself, right? Okay, ready? Okay, you can do it. Yeah. Crap's doing it. So how long was that? Was that 20 seconds? So here's what I've learned, is that it doesn't seem like it's quicker, but it is quicker. Nah, there's no way people believe this one.
Faster.
Overcome all obstacles.
While this could be added next April Fool's patch, Mei does not move faster when she uses her blaster. What other lies did you believe? Because these are...
That's great, though. Next up, we have Zoriane that says Overwatch Glitches that still work, part 2.
Glitches that still work. First pick Symmetra and Mei and head towards this location in the map, where you'll need to line up correctly like I am. Then do the same thing with Mei, and aim at this spot in the wall. Once everyone is ready, Mei should place a wall while Sim is spamming her TP button as fast as she can. If done correctly, the teleport should spawn on top of the ceiling, allowing you to teleport out of bounds.
Was this one patched?
As soon as you get up there, jump down into this spot, which should allow you to change character, then switch to Sombra, and use your translocator to TP to the 3rd floor of the building. From here, switch to a character of your choice, and make sure he's athletic enough to make this jump across the roof, and another jump to the map invisible ceiling. If you followed the video correctly, you should be flying infinitely and freely around the map, where you can shoot at the enemy team, and even give them a surprise visit to their spawn.
Okay, so this one's...
If you hate Widow players.
So this one's been patched, but let me ask you a question. I barely can get my teammates to push the bot. I can barely get my own stack to push the objective. How in the world are you finding somebody else to do all of this? Like, real talk. Second of all, how do they even find that? I'm impressed that they actually managed to find that. You know, that's what I'm impressed by. I'm like, holy crap, like how? Okay, next one we have here is Lifeweaver from Guardian Angel. Oh, come on. I don't want to see this. No. You did this on purpose. You did this on purpose. The reason why I say that is my ults get stopped so much. Oh, so is this a compilation of Lifeweaver, Ruin, and Ultimates? Honestly, kind of impressive, to be honest. Oh, come on. Listen, why is it... First of all, they just missed. That person just missed. That was a good play. I don't know what that did. Did it block the ult? I've seen too many. That's a good one. I like that. Listen. These are good plays. I will admit that. Okay, I want to point out. The other day, a Mercy flew onto point on Flashpoint, and I had a free kill on Mercy. I went to stop the res. Our Lifeweaver lifted the orb up into the air, and the Mercy was able to res and survive, and then res them, and then won the team fight. I mean, listen, I will admit, those are pretty cool plays. All right, next we have Overwatch Kids official. It says, sorry for the sniffling. Allergies are kicking my butt. When your 6-year-old plays Overwatch for the memes.
Imagine.
Honestly, they're just having a good time. This is what it's all about. Okay. You know? Wait, does this mean that if I ever have kids, they'll start playing Overwatch?
3, 2, 1, Kobe. I think you're throwing it at the statue, my love. You gotta aim at the side of the statue.
I like the attempt on the rocks. That's gonna hit someone, isn't it?
Got him.
Yup, rock.
Imagine.
No, I love. That's awesome. That's really cool, though. That's really cool. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's like being able to play Overwatch and just have a good time. When I have kids, if they decide they want to play Overwatch or World of Warcraft, you know, I'm just saying, if they play WoW, I'm not gonna be mad. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, we have from GoodBacon saying went from 50% to Masters to demotion protection because of one Suzu. Oh no.
Overwatch players have to be the craziest people on planet Earth. I just had a teammate who I played a game with, and he did worse to me. Mind you, I didn't notice at the time, but he did worse to me. Now going back and looking. Get on my team again the next game. I don't remember, bro, because he wasn't memorable, right? I start the game. He says, yo, Kiri, why you so last game? I don't know. He talking to me. I just keep it pushing. He was like, teammate types question marks. He's like, no, I'm talking to
types
Bab.
question marks.
Oh, you're talking to me. I'm on Bab. I'm on Bab right now. I'm like, how'd I throw? He said, you TP'd and Suzu me when I was fine. I was like, my bad, bro. I don't remember. If I did, I might have sold my B. My fault. Play the first round like usual. Second round starts. He says, all right, now back to that last game. Bruh. He says, since you have short-term memory, and then proceeded to throw that whole game.
I just gotta talk about this because it's such a funny experience. I love how he, first of all, mentions the question marks, right? It's a classic. Okay, let's talk about that. I don't know what's happened over the past year in Overwatch because it wasn't like I say it wasn't like this in Overwatch before, but who knows? Maybe I'm just misremembering. It was very rare you had the question marks, and now all I see is like this new style of being out of voice chat and just typing question marks at every single play. I always find the irony of the player who assumes somebody's throwing, says they're throwing, they weren't actually throwing, and then they're the only player who ends up throwing. Like, you know, you made one, you know, bad play on accident. Like, you went to go window and, like, it went 20 feet in front of you on accident. Like, you know, it went a little bit further. And that player will be like, oh, you're throwing? And then they spend the rest of the game just throwing.
That whole game. The entire one. Bro, he thought I sold one game, so he's like, you know what? I'm taking him down the next game, bro. My goal is to make you lose. That's insane. And so naturally I go back to replay to figure out what was the crime that I committed. What was the crime that I did that caused me to lose that game? What am I a culprit of? This is my crime, ladies and gentlemen. This Brig right here. He's on critical. That's the crime I committed. That right there. That costed me. That one move costed me an entire ranked match. That's right there. Now, should
that
I
wasn't even bad.
Probably not. He probably was going to be fine. But, bro, is that enough to crash out and sell me an entire game?
No, it's not.
Are you serious?
And see, that's the best part is like, you know that Brig, right? And I'm telling you right now. Because everybody does this. You know that Brig at some point missed an armor pack on somebody. Right? Probably on the Kiriko. Missed an armor pack because they weren't paying attention. Imagine after that going and throwing the rest of their games because you're so mad that they threw a Suzu, in a situation where, okay, you probably can save your Suzu. Like I said, it's the irony of it where, like, the player that gets so angry and accuses everybody of throwing is usually the one that ends up throwing. This one is from Over Pluto, says, poor Hanzo.
I threw away everyone I loved. I betrayed. The flames of youth burn bright but fast. Soon they dimmed.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back for a second. This is what everybody hears when their Hanzo plays, and this is it.
I threw.
That's it.
What's my name? Jack Morrison. Now it's Soldier 76. Yeah. Oh, I'm not a young man anymore. Oh, got you. In my sights. Bum. Payload. Get the payload. Pop, payload.
This is great.
All soldiers now. Yeah.
I cannot believe I am being subjected to this cacophony. And they say my actions are unethical. No, I am not enjoying this.
Oh, come on, Moira. Come on. I still love the Hanzo. I threw. Okay, next up we have from Stay Civil. That's on the SYVL. Say Doomfist are taken over, I swear. What's happening? Just says fist. That's all I see. Let me actually, okay, wait, that's better.
Why is it the moment a Doomfist gets on crit HP, they feel the need to become Superman and fly into the enemy? It's like this innate unparalleled ability to be the superhero nobody asked for because of some sick rush they get from seeing how low they can get their HP and still get out alive. Someone tell me why my ranked matches are progressively feeling less coordinated than quick play games. It's 5v5 but it feels like we're in our own social groups at a school cafeteria with somehow more drama. Like, tell me why I've just spent 2 hours playing this game hoping to get a win after being slapped in the forehead with more losses than I can count. And after so many wasted minutes trying to muster out a single win so I can go to bed peacefully, this mace-swinging buffoon decides to wake up the diva I just slept. It's the final point of the game, 30 seconds left. And instead of contesting payload, Briggy decided trying out her new sticky hand ability was obviously a better decision than keeping bootleg Thanos alive. This process of losing a game while being chased down by a pink Pac-Man that's only awake because Brig decided for once in her life she'd actually peel, has sent my blood pressure into the fucking stratosphere.
Sounds like they had a good game. Sometimes when you play Doomfist, you just want to go in. You have to remember that Doomfist started as a DPS hero, okay? Sometimes you just want to go in, and you don't want to have to use your abilities to go out. I'm just saying. I know you have an escape ability, and I know it's the practical way to play Doom, but what's the fun in that? Why do I want to go in, slam, and then punch out? That's no fun. You got to go in, and then you got to punch, and then you got to get rolled, and then accidentally kill their Ashe somehow, and then the Ashe comes back as Sombra, and you go, well, that was fun. Now I have to switch. This one's from Violet Panor. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Hope you like unoriginal content. Can't wait to see the hate comments. What? Well, I mean, okay. Let's see what this says.
Lazy and don't want to think of an original idea, so here's a tier list of supports based on absolutely nothing. Anna, lover. Bap, I like him. Rig, I hate you, but I like you because you help Anna, so you're fine. Alari, guess I wouldn't complain. Kiriko, I love having you on my team. Lifeweaver, I guess he's not a throw pick, but like there's so many better choices. Lucio, love him. Feed all you want, King, I'll feed with you. Mercy, sure, she's not useless. There's probably a better choice. Zen, you're okay. Juno, based off the test, yeah, I like her. And Moira, why would you queue support just to go the most useless piece of garbage Overwatch has ever created. The only value Moira has is damage and healing. We have heroes that can give you literal immortality, and you chose Moira. Heroes that can do 10 times the healing, and you chose Moira. Heroes that can do 10 times the damage, you chose Moira. Heroes that can bring you back from the dead, and you chose Moira. Anyway guys, that's my tier list. Make sure to like, subscribe, and post your hate comments below so I can farm interactions because you care way too much about me.
First of all, I like how this is probably made before Season 12 because they put Lifeweaver and Mercy, and both those heroes got picked a ton. Second of all, here with Moira. You ready for this? And this one might be eye-opening. People go Moira because nobody peels for their supports, so then the supports get pissed off and go Moira because no one else is helping them. That's it. When Wind Speaks. I just let off with that. This is from When Wind Speaks. I wasn't just saying When Wind Speaks. Said, I think he had a good time at Tokyo. Let's see. I mean, honestly, like, let's be real here. If I was on Roadhog and there was a Mauga, I would do the same thing. And that's it. Nothing else. Nothing more. If you are Roadhog and there is a Mauga, you have to solo ult them. Because at that point, they've gone Mauga to try to counter you. Therefore, they have to be solo ulted. And that is it. All right, now we're on to the last TikTok of this video from Baptiste and says, oh, Overwatch lore. I love these ones. Here we go.
Overwatch lore. Episode 19.
Overwatch lore is cool.
Elizabeth Ashe was born in the US, likely in Arizona, about 5 to 6 years before the Omni Crisis.
Why likely in Arizona? Like, why is there, why is it just likely Arizona? Like, there was no, she's just from Arizona, that's it. Just got those Arizona vibes, you know? It's just...
Her family, long established in wealth, allowed her to grow up with an Omnic butler named Bob. Although Bob left during the crisis, he later returned. Surprisingly, the crisis actually increased.
Bob went to go get milk for like 20 years. He came. At least it was a good story, right? Like, Bob went to go get milk, and then, like, he just got lost. Like, he got lost. He went to go get milk, and, like, he wasn't leaving or anything. He just got lost. He didn't know where to go. It's like in your rank games. Ever send off Bob and he just leaves? Now we know what's going on, by the way. Whenever, like, Bob just doesn't go where you want to, Bob just is going to get that milk again.
The family's wealth, as they were gun manufacturers. Despite having everything material she could want, Ashe's childhood was unhappy, marked by a reputation as a troublemaker. On the day of her high school graduation, her parents, who had promised to attend, went on a business trip instead. As she walked to her graduation, she ended up in a fistfight, which landed her in the local jail. There she met 15-year-old Jessie McCree, also known as Cole Cassidy.
By the way, out of curiosity, also, who? Second of all, how did she get in a fist fight? Like, what happened that she just got in a fist fight? It was likely a fist fight, and it was likely in Arizona?
Who was in jail for a similar offense.
He got in a fist fight too?
Left a lasting impression on Ashe. When the sheriff contacted her parents about her arrest, they informed her that this was the last straw. Upon turning 18 in a few months, she would be cut off from the family fortune. Rather than using her resources to secure her future, Ashe chose to turn to crime. She persuaded Cassidy to join her, and he introduced her to his friend Julian. Ashe then recruited a hacker named Frankie, and together, they founded the Deadlock Gang. Their rise to notoriety eventually drew the attention.
I feel like the Deadlock Gang has such a different meaning now. Like, if I told somebody, have you seen the lore on the Deadlock Gang? They'd be like, oh, I love that new Valve game. You know, I feel like... You know, I feel like it has a bit of a different meaning now, but...
Of Overwatch. Blackwatch was dispatched to dismantle the gang, and Cassidy was taken into custody, ultimately deciding to join their ranks, a move Ashe viewed as a profound betrayal. Despite this setback, the Deadlock Gang continued to thrive, engaging in fierce battles with rival gangs. About 20 years after Cassidy's capture by Overwatch, an anonymous tip suggested a military train would be passing through the area. The tip proved too enticing for Deadlock to ignore, and they planned a raid. Unbeknownst to them, the tip came from Cassidy himself. During the heist, Cassidy fought against Ashe, Bob, and the remaining gang members to secure a specific crate. From this crate, Cassidy reactivated Echo and sent her to Overwatch. As Cassidy departed on his bike, Ashe shouted that she would have Bob rip off his other arm.
You know what I love about this the most?
Elizabeth Ash was born in the US, likely in Arizona.
Why is it likely in Arizona? But anyway, yeah. I mean, listen, I still want to point out, and we need to see like more like lore.
Episode 9.
Like an Overwatch on a TV show. Okay, that's it. I had to get my TV show in on the bingo card. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes. If you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to submit TikToks to react to, spectatings, or anything like that, my Discord in the description below. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch chat below the webcam, so stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.